Pear-shaped indeed. We're using pears in all of our recipes here in the Espresso Kitchen this morning. Right now, we're joined by the lovely Kate from the Creamery, and she's got the whole kitchen counter lined up with this recipe she's going to be making for us. How are you doing, Kate?
Hi, Ewan.
Good, good, good. So, what are we making?
Okay, today we're going to be making a nice autumnal ice cream flavor. We're going to be making a pear ice cream.
Pear ice cream?
Yes.
Okay, and you need all of this?
Yes, I take up a lot of
space. Or is it more intimidating than it looks?
I think it's
not as intimidating.
Well, we're going to do this in less than 6 minutes, so...
Great, so let's get going.
Okay.
Where are we starting?
We're going to start with our pears. I've brought in some really nice ones here. These are Bon Rouge pears. You can smell that. They're really, really ripe at the moment.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
That's nice.
If you use bland pears, you're going to get bland ice cream. So what we've done here is we've taken out the hard core, but we have left the skin on. There's a lot of flavor, and it's really going to mimic that flavor of biting into a ripe
Exactly.
pear.
Like you said, you want flavorful pears to really bring out the flavor of the ice cream.
Yeah. It's never going to taste good if you use ingredients that don't taste good.
All right.
So what I'm doing here is I'm just taking them out of the lemon water. I'm putting them in a roasting pan, and we're going to roast these off at 190 degrees. It depends how ripe your pears are.
Yes.
Sort of a little bit of a hard pear will probably take about 30 minutes, spread out quite nicely.
Okay. So what are you looking for when they're almost ready?
We're looking for something that's super golden in color.
All right, so I'm going to
Soft.
pop this in the oven so long.
Please do, go ahead. Those
Okay.
ones are pretty ripe. I'd say probably about 15 minutes.
All right.
Is all that they'll take.
Good, that's in.
In the meanwhile, we're going to make our custard.
Brilliant.
So I've got a pan on the heat here. I'm going to put in our milk. We're making a traditional custard here, which
lovely.
means it's a stovetop custard. It's a mixture of cream, milk, some extra sugar, and I'm just going to put in a little pinch of sea salt here.
Oh, nice.
So the idea is we're going to heat it up to about steaming point. We're going to
Okay.
get all that sugar dissolved. Then what we're going to do is we're going to whisk it into our egg yolks.
All right,
We've
two
got
egg yolks.
2 egg yolks. This is a small batch of ice cream for a home ice cream churn.
Jeez, I can't wait for this.
So once this is all nice and steaming, we're going to whisk it into our egg yolks and then return it to the pan for the simple reason no one wants to eat raw egg yolks.
Also very true.
On the heat, it's going to thicken a little bit. If you
Yes.
have a thermometer, home cooks can measure about 77 degrees. Above 65 degrees, and you've actually got a cooked custard, so you're not worried about eating raw egg.
Okay.
But much beyond sort of 79, you're going to start looking at having scrambled eggs.
Okay, yeah, you don't want scrambled eggs.
And unless you're Heston Blumenthal, you do not want to be serving anyone scrambled egg ice cream.
No. Great stuff.
Okay, you can see it's starting to steam a little bit
Yes.
here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whisk my egg yolks,
All right.
just to loosen them, and then I'm going to
Brilliant.
slowly pour it in. This is called tempering. You don't want to just chuck it all in because the
Yes.
shock of all the hot milk.
We'll actually cook the eggs.
Exactly. So here,
Like you said, you don't want scrambled eggs.
no, definitely not. So I'm returning this to our pan now,
All right.
and we're just going to stir it for a minute or two until it's thick. I mean, the pan's already quite hot. You'll see it'll start getting nice and thick. It's
Yes.
never going to be super thick like your grandma's custard.
Okay.
Kind of looking for like a light custard.
A light custard. Okay, cool. Of course, if you would like to make your own yummy pear ice cream at home, SMS the keyword pear to 33728 and you will automatically be entered into the draw to win yourself one of 2 tickets to the Constantia Food and Wine Festival taking place this weekend on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. It is a brilliant event for the whole family. Kate's going to be there as well.
We're going to be scooping about 8 of our seasonal ice cream flavors there.
Wow, so she's a lot of flavors for you guys to try. Tickets are 150 Rand per person if you don't win one of those 2 tickets, but if you can, SMS the keyword pair to 33728 and you might win yourself one of those 2 tickets.
And in that 150 Rand, you get to taste 10 different wines from 10 of Constantia's top wine farms.
Oh, it's brilliant. So there's the wine, there's going to be ice cream, there's going to be top foods as
A
well,
lot of
restaurants.
activity for the kids as well. Last year was really, really fun.
Yeah.
Everyone just sort of ended up sprawling out on the grass.
That's it.
Picnicking, chilling, having a glass of wine. It's the only time I've actually seen at a festival people dancing in the vineyards.
People dancing.
They
in the
were very
vineyard.
happy.
It sounds like a lot of fun. Of course, if you would like more info on it, you can just log on to constantiafoodandwine.co.za. Get all the info there, but it's taking place this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Alrighty.
Okay,
So what have we done now?
What I've done is I've poured it through a strainer just to catch any if a little bit of the egg cooked to the bottom of the pot.
Okay.
Also, like, let's
Just
say a bit
catch
of
that.
eggshell, something like that.
Yes.
So we've now put it in in with a little extra cold cream. It's going to stop it heating and cooking.
Great.
What you really need to do for home viewers is, this is still quite warm, you really need to chill this for about 6 hours in your fridge before you put it in your ice cream machine.
So making ice cream takes some
Yes,
time.
the beauty is once it's made, they're quick to serve for your parties or for your family.
Great.
Once it's in the freezer, you don't have to worry about it.
Okay, so let's move over to this side of our kitchen.
So here is some custard that we have chilled off in the fridge overnight. It's nice and cold.
Yes.
Here are some of our roasted pears at the oven. You can see here, they're very nice and soft. Do you want to eat that one?
Why not?
They're really, you can actually smell them. They're really beautiful. We've left the skin on because there's a lot of flavor in
That's
there.
a flavorful.
That's a flavorful pear. Flavorful.
Beautiful.
Pear. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to puree these.
All right. This is going to give the ice cream that obvious flavor.
Yeah, don't call it pear ice cream unless there's actual pear in it.
That'll be cheating.
Very much so.
Great.
Okay, so now I've got the pear puree. I'm going to add it to my custard just before we churn.
Great stuff. Once again, that keyword SMS PAIR to 33728 will send you on the Pick and Pay shopping list of all the ingredients that you might need and a link to the website where you can actually see how to make this recipe. And you stand the chance to win one of 2 tickets to this weekend's Constantia Food and Wine Festival. Great festival for the whole family.
Okay, what you're going to do now is you're going to put in your churn following the manufacturer instructions, depending on what churn you have.
Okay.
And then it's going to come out sort of at the consistency of soft serve. You can eat it then, otherwise you can put it in the container, put it in the freezer, and after a couple of hours it should be hard enough to scoop, your traditional ice cream texture.
All right, brilliant. So it's going to go in there now for how long, roughly?
It depends on your churn. Most home churns. This is my first one ever before I started my own ice cream company.
Yeah?
This is my baby. It's still going strong. It probably around, if you've chilled it off properly, about 30 minutes.
Okay, so it's not so long. But I mean, people might be asking, you know what, so it looks brilliant, whatnot, but I don't have one of those.
Yes.
Can they still do this?
You can. What you could do is you could put it in like a big 2-litre bucket in the freezer, and then every 20 minutes for like an hour, just beat it with a fork.
Right.
It'll never be as smooth, and I do recommend, it's not expensive, it's not a big investment piece,
Yeah.
and it's lots of fun, especially if you've got kids or you just love ice cream.
Oh man, especially, it's good to learn to make ice cream throughout the winter months so that by the time summer comes,
To be honest,
you're a pro.
If you make good ice cream, I think it's delicious enough to enjoy all year round.
Also true.
Yeah.
So before I taste this yummy pear ice cream, let's quickly take a look at this recap if you have missed any of these steps.
Place the pear halves into a dish and sprinkle with sugar, then roast at 190 degrees until soft. Heat together milk, salt, half cream and sugar, then pour onto the whisked yolks. Return to heat and cook custard until thickened. Sieve into remaining cream, then chill. Puree the cooled pears, then mix into the cold custard. Churn mixture until set, then place into freezer to harden. Scoop to serve.
And look at that, just dishing this beautiful little ice cream balls. The keyword, once again, SMS PAIR to 33728 will send you on the Pick and Pay shopping list, as well as a link to the website where you can see how to make this recipe, and you stand the chance of winning yourself one of 2 tickets to this weekend's Constantia Food and Wine Festival. All right. Look at that. So you finished up, just garnished it nicely with some of your leftover pears. You just want to keep a few aside.
Trust me, they go very, very quickly. They're very nice to nibble.
So Kate, thank you so much. I'm going to dig into this. I have to have a taste. I'll tell you guys in a sec what it says. A bit of a pear.
Tastes like pear?
Incredible. Absolutely
Thank you.
incredible. This is brilliant. Kate from the Creamery, thank you so much for joining us this morning, showing us how to make our own ice cream at home. Very, very cool. We're going to go to a quick ad break. Lots more to come. Don't go anywhere.
It's at the All Seasons Milk Factory where we found goodness produced on a daily basis. Pick and Pay, always there for you.